So in passing, perhaps I should say that science, as another, albeit 21st century epitome of religion, has its own utterly misunderstood view of God. It's taken wisdom as being scientific proof, which is a theory holds up as a good explanation until the extent to which it's not a good explanation forces us to search for another theory. And then we have a new proof, a new definition of truth, and new prophets that proclaim it, of course. The most recent brilliant scientist, the gurus of the religion. And so their validity condemns itself by a constant change of what is understood to be true, a constant update. You could say a constant growth, but it's also a constant desolation of what was held to be true before. But the truths of God are eternal. You say, well, where are they? Show me them. I say, look into your heart. What do you find wanting in the world? Well, the presence of God. Truth, love, kindness, joy. True creativity and spontaneity, freedom, loveliness, beauty. I see bits of it in the world, but it's constantly being destroyed and recycled, and it's all a bit horrific as well. I'm in a world of good and evil. You are indeed. And through it, you come to know the good and to choose that. Like the ant. Is he supposed to choose the salt from the sand? I don't know as he does, but there was this understanding, I believe. It's a good picture anyway. And you realize, what truth do I want to believe? I want to believe in what I understand to be goodness. You're on your way to loving your God. You see, you've neglected your God. You've made do with the world's God, the world's religion, be it, Hinduism, Christianity, Buddhism, science, humanism, communism, isms and goodness knows what. Oh, it's ecol planet worship at the minute, isn't it? We're into putting the planet before everything. But I am come that you might have life and have it more abundantly. Life eternal. Lord bless you and keep you. Cause his face to shine upon you and within you, through you, to all around you, that all be blessed whom you see, all who hear you, all who think upon you. Receive the blessing of the loveliness of God into their hearts, into their minds, into their deep imaginations, that they come to trust in what they truly value, that they may love their own God with all their heart, soul, mind and strength, and that God so leads them into his eternal embrace. So we bring blessing wherever we are. Do not impose, do not insist, do not force our company on those that do not wish to have it. We do not evangelize in that sense. We simply help those that ask, and let those that suffer know there is something else. And those that are quite happy with things as they are, well, we leave them to it. It's not a problem, is it? So, Jesus says, my kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were, then my followers would fight. They don't. And leaves Pilate and Caesar to carry on the good work of trying desperately to organise the chaos. In ignorance, of course. What sort of ignorance? Oh, I don't mean technological ignorance. I mean ignorance of the goodness of God, the very foundation of life and all being, life eternal. Thank you, Dad. Look, when all's said and done, a lot more is said than done. That's true, yes. But what I meant to say was, what really counts is those that love you, and those that you want to love you, those that value you and appreciate you, are just pleased to know you're there, who just love being with you, and you love being with. The rest is rubbish by comparison. Know what you love. Know what you worship. Know what your values are. And if you want to follow Jesus' advice, personify it as your dad. Loving, caring, good dad. Not some ghastly experience you might have had in the world. Okay? Perhaps you've been fortunate. You had a pretty good experience. Well, you are fortunate. Bless you. And you obviously are blessed. But that's what you need to do. Know your God. This is life eternal, to know thee, the only true God, and the way, which in our culture tends to be the story of Jesus. Story's not perfect, it's a story. But it's a great blessing. I commend it to you, especially John 17. And I don't mean the whole Bible, for goodness sake. Just stick with John's Gospel, that'll do. If you must read further, you could read the other synoptic Gospels as well, but don't go too far, too much further than that. It's dangerous ground. Yeah. Thank you, Dad. Well, as you've realised, I'm not a teacher. I'm certainly not a guru, avatar, or any of those things. Oh, saints. But I do speak that which I do know. And if it speaks to your heart, I'm so glad to have met with you. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. Thank you, Dad.